Hello all my alloys out there, I'm Fixing Alloy 1 here. Welcome to another episode of Sky Factory, and as you can see I'm looking snazzy with some fancy new glasses. These are the amazing Technicolor glasses. Don't look at everything else in the inventory, we'll go over that in a second. The amazing Technicolor glasses, I got these out of a rare loot bag I got from killing mobs from our mob farm. And the way these things work is there's a magic crayon that you can use to make invisible blocks that you can only see while wearing these glasses. We don't have the magic crayon yet though, so we're not doing that today. But by usual fashion, we are knocking out some quests. We today are going to work on making a Tinker's Construct Smeltery for processing ore, and like I said the last episode, that's going to double our ore output. So instead of 1 ore, we'll get 2 ore out of the dust. And upgrade an existing Tinker's tool with a metal part. We're going to work on that today too. So, with that being said, I have done some work. I've expanded our farm. Our island over here. This is where we're going to build it, right here. And I have made an automatic lava farm. So we're automatically generating lava, and that's really important because we're going to need lava to make this smeltery work. So while I'm thinking about that, I need a bucket. And then we're going to go over all the stuff I got here in my inventory. So where's my bucket at? There's my bucket. Okay, so we'll put you right here for now. Now, as you guys can see, let's go ahead and get rid of that. I have some stuff in my inventory now. This is my gold. That's going to be very important. We'll go over that in a second after we get everything built. We've got some stuff to smelt up so you guys can see how it works. Now what we got in our inventory is some seared bricks. Those are a Tinker's Construct tool, and those are very easy to make. It takes clay, sand, and gravel. You can either do, there's 2 different methods. This one right here is the best method because it's going to give you the most bang for your buck. That's 8 pieces of grout. You make the grout to make the seared bricks. I love the little tag it has, I am grout. Or if you're like on a budget, you could just do this. 1 piece of clay, instead of a clay block, put a piece of clay there with 1 gravel, 1 sand, and that's going to make you 2 more. Now, how do we get grout into seared brick? Well, it has seared in the name, so it's pretty self-explanatory, but just in case, you're going to come over here to your furnace, and you're going to pop those grout in your furnace, and those will cook up, and those will make seared brick. It's really dark over here. It's kind of making me nervous. Anyway, so let's come over here to our little working facility here. Now, there are some very important things you need to make the smeltery. This is a multi-step process. Multiple blocks put together to make one giant machine, pretty much. But it's really not as complicated as it seems. But like I said, it does take multiple blocks. So if you just go in here into the search bar, you can just type smeltery, and it's going to bring you up everything you're going to need. You're going to need seared bricks, which is just 4 seared bricks to make a seared brick block. Okay, we're going to need the smeltery drain, which is just 6 seared bricks. A smeltery controller, which is pretty much a chest with seared bricks. And then we're also going to need a seared tank, which is a piece of glass in the middle of the seared tanks. We're going to need a casting basin, which is the U, and the casting table, which is an upside down U, or an N, however you want to look at it. But I do need a piece of glass. I forgot all about my glass, so let's go ahead and get a piece of sand real quick so we can pick a piece of glass. While that's cooking, we'll start making everything else. No, we'll let these last 2 cook real quick. We'll let these last 2 cook. And I'll just give us a little bit more stuff to work with. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Push, push. Oh, the joys of life. That looks pretty cool. Gelatinous slime. It smells terrible, but we have nothing else to eat. Ew, I want to eat that. Yeah, I had nothing else to eat. Oh, we're also going to need this, the seared faucet, which is just the same as a bucket. We're going to need 2 of these for what I'm doing. Now, this is just my preference for when I build this. This is just my preference for building this. You could build this any way you want for reals. But we want to make sure you have to make the controller, the drain, the tank. You have to have at least one of all of those. So we need the control. We'll make the controller first, which is just, so there's our controller. Okay, and look, that gives you this little book, Mighty Smelting, and that'll teach you the basics of smelting and whatnot. Now we're going to make our, where's our controller at? Oh, we got the controller. We want the tank. So let's go ahead and make one tank. Bada bam. So we got the tank. Now, I want to make 2 of the drains. And like I said, this is just my personal reference. You can get away with just one drain. One drain will get the job done. But I want 2. And for every drain you make, you're going to need the faucet. That's where this is where you're going to actually get your parts, your stuff to come out of after you cook it. You're going to need the drain and the faucet, and then use that to get your stuff out. So we got the tank, we got 2 smelter, we got smeltery controller, we got 2 smeltery drains. Okay, and we got the 2 faucets. We still need the casting table and the casting basin. So let's go ahead and make those real quick. Bada bam, bada bam. You do need both of these. Just so you guys know, you do need both of these. But this right here is like, I like to make 2 drains. And once again, you guys are about to see all that. Now we're going to take the rest of these, and we're going to turn these all into the bricks. Oh, I was hoping I would have way more than enough bricks. Okay, it's okay, it's okay, it works. So now you can do this as a 2x2, a 1 surrounded, but I like to, for just the purpose of making sure I got enough of everything, I do 3x3. So this is the initial base of our smeltery. And even in the book, if you go through the book, Learning to Tinker, I got an achievement, it'll show you exactly, see, this is what we're making right here. But anyway, we're gonna go into all that. Anyway, we don't need the book. I'm intelligent, I know what I'm doing. So I want to do this real quick. Now, actually, I kind of want these. I'm gonna put these right here. I'm gonna put these on the side. In fact, let's just make 4 corners, because the next step we're gonna do is we're gonna come here on the outside. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my tank right here, because this will be the front of my machine. I'm gonna put my tank there, and I'm gonna put my controller here. So this is my smeltery controller. Obviously, I can't smelt anything yet because I haven't finished it. And that's my tank. That's where you're going to put your fuel, aka lava. Like I said, before you do your smeltery container, make yourself a lava farm just so you don't have to wait for stuff to cook. And it's just real easy. You guys see, I just attach pipes to my cobblestone generator farm, my auto cobble generator. I just attach more pipes to it and have them going into the crucibles. And I put lava underneath them because that actually, you guys will see, that's at 2 times cooking speed. And we went over this when we made the crucible. That's 1 times because that's a torch under it. Lava makes 2 times. If you can get some netherrack and put fire underneath them, it'll be 3 times. So anyway, now what we're going to do for the rest of this is actually we're going to, we'll put this here, and then we're going to put our 2 drains right here. Okay, now on top of our drains, we're going to put our faucets. And then we're going to put down our casting table and our casting basin. This will be the end results of our smelting. So it's going to start here, it's going to end here. Now, like I said, I need a lot more blocks. Oh, I hate when Minecraft does that. Let me grab my pickaxe real quick. Where you at, pickaxe? There you are, pickaxe. Okay, so I don't need these actually. I don't need 2 layers. I don't need this one no more. Or this one. All we gotta do is put something down in the corner over here. Okay, so. Alright, I'm going to go to sleep. And then I'm going to make us some more grout, so we can finish making our smeltery. We'll be right back, guys. Oh my god, you guys will not believe, like, I haven't even made I haven't made the grout yet. I haven't even, so I'm nowhere near like ready. I literally just unpaused, but I was in my inventory doing something and I seen something and it scared me and I had to come show you guys, and I'm sure this would be very useful, but just like I read it and I was like, why the fuck would you do that? Look at this. Alloy smelter. Alloy smelter? Why the fuck would you, who would, I do not make ingots. No. I do not make ingots. Okay, we're still making the bricks. Okay, I know, I'm getting distracted, but I came over here to farm mobs. Oh my god, I can't talk today. I came over here to farm mobs while the last of the grout was cooking. And look, I got a rare loot bag, and I'm gonna open it with you guys. So here we go. 3, 2. I don't know. You think we should wait? Tell you what. Let me know in the comments if you guys think I should open it or just save it. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. We opening it. There we go. Iron horse armor. Wow, that's gonna be really fucking useful. I'm gonna find so many fucking horses. I mean, I could technically, I guess some could spawn if I don't. Apparently, I don't know if Larry over there is stopping animals from spawning. I think I haven't had any other animals, but I mean, I'm sure I could spawn a horse. But what the fuck am I gonna do with a horse in Skyblock? Seriously? Oh well, it's cool to have, I guess. We're going to just go ahead and throw it in our miscellaneous chest inside of our house. And here looks like a good spot. And let's go ahead and put away the rest of our stuff. Come back down here to our storage room. So I can put this away because I have a bone meal chest now. And I have been slowly moving all my stuff into here. Like my wood's all down here. I've got a cobble chest just in case. Because, you know, if I end up with extra cobble, like through my little missions, I feel like because you can only grab a stack at a time. So if I end up with extra cobble, then I just throw it in that chest rather than having it in my miscellaneous chest. Let me not break any walls and whatnot. But anyway, we can drop these arrows off. Let's go ahead and come over here. Our grout should be done cooking by now. No, I still have 4 pieces left. We will be back. And we are back. I haven't even like moved. I've just been sitting here counting 1,000 in my head. It should be done. It better be done or I'm going to be really embarrassed with myself. Yeah, it's done. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn the rest of these into bricks. And we're going to do it on this side over here because we're working on that. Get the Wi-Fi fire. So let's go ahead and turn these into bricks. And that will definitely be enough. Right? Oh my god, I don't think it's enough still. Let's just do this real quick. Now we don't have to be up here at all, right? Oops. Okay. No, it is definitely not enough fucking bricks. I don't know why I thought that would be enough bricks. Oh my god. Well, I guess we'll put these down. We're getting there. It's starting to look like a smeltery. But I still need 2, 4, 6, 8 more. 8 more bricks. So I will be back in a little bit, guys, with those last 8 bricks. Alright, guys, we are back. We got our last 8 seared brick blocks. So let's go ahead and finish building the smeltery. Finally. Alloy. Always thinks he's prepared, but never is. Anyway. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there you go, guys. That is a smeltery, and like I said, you can make it any size you want. We can go up as many layers as you want. You can make it 10 by 10. You can make it lowest. I know for a fact you can make it 2 by 2. I'm not sure if a 1 by 1 will work. I'm sure it would, but that'd be like a ridiculous waste of space and time. There'd be no point. But like I said, with this basic size here, that is pretty much that's way big enough for what we need. So you'll see now when we open up our smeltery interface, we got these rows here. Each space equals 1 block. You cannot stack different blocks in here. It's 1 block per space. So let's go ahead and start grabbing some buckets of lava and filling up our smeltery. And we're just going to go ahead and fill it all the way up to the max. No, that's all we can grab, so let's put that in there. Actually, we'll put it in here because we're going to have to make some obsidian soon, because here soon I want to go to the nether. Okay, so now you'll see when we're going to open up our smeltery, the fuel is full. We have 4,000 millibuckets, so that's 4 buckets of lava in here to cook up with. So now, this is where things get crucial. These are the steps you want to follow immediately after building your smeltery. Because if you put the wrong types of ores in here, and it's all in your book, it explains it, some ores can be mixed together in the smeltery to make new types of materials, new types of ingots. We don't want that to begin with. We want to start pure. Okay? So, time to get into basics. The first thing we want to do is we're going to take one of these gold ingots and we are going to stick it in our casting table. Now, this will not hurt whatever's in the casting table. When we are done doing what we're going to do with this casting table, our ingot that we have here in the middle, you can just right click it and get it back. Okay? So we're going to put that back in there. Let's go to sleep so it's daytime. We don't work at night. It's against the union rules. I mean, I'm a one-man union, but I mean, I still gotta follow the rules, right? And you guys can see I flew through all the achievements just so I can get them done. In fact, there's only 2 achievements left to get in Tinker's Construct. Craft a first tier 2 tool, which we're gonna do here soon, and dual convenience. And I say we're gonna do that here soon because now that we have our smeltery, we can upgrade an existing tool with a metal part. We're gonna upgrade our hatchet to begin with, because I'm not sure if we're gonna keep the enchantments, because if we lose our enchantments, I'd rather lose the enchantments on my hatchet that I've barely done any work on compared to my stone broadsword with all this cool shit on it. So actually we are doing the sword first, so I forgot I made stone parts for swords, so when lose or draw we're gonna find out the hard way one way or the other. Anyway, let's get back to work. Now we need to start this off by making casts, and I say make the iron cast first for a reason. I'm going to show that to you guys. Now, one thing, like I said, this is going to double our ore output. You can put ingots in there, it will melt down ingots, but it will not give you 2 ingots for 1 ingot at all. So we're going to start, we're going to put 1 ingot in here and see if that's going to be enough. I can't remember if it's 1 ingot or 2 ingots to make a cast, but we're about to find out. So we're going to wait for this to fully cook. You'll see the bar over here growing. Once that bar reaches the top, you'll see a change on the right. You see our fuels already went down. We went down 90 already. So that's why I said make a lava farm. You're going to go through stuff. Okay, so now that the ingot's gone, we have 1 gold ingot worth of molten gold. So this is what we're going to do next. We have our ingot in our casting table. We're going to right click the faucet. You can see that's pouring the gold in. Now it's not full. Okay, so it takes 2 ingots to make a cast. That's good to know, though. It's good to know. So let's go ahead and cook up our last ingot here. This will make a cast so that we can make ingots with our smeltery. And like I said, you want to be able to make ingots with your smeltery, because if you're just trying to get iron and you've only got 2 ingots worth of iron in there, you don't want to cook something else on top of that iron because it's going to make something else. In fact, we will go over that in a second before the episode's over. Let's go ahead and get our cast made first. So there we go, we got another gold ingot. So we're going to go ahead and make the ingot cast. Bam, so we're going to take our ingot out. You see we got our ingot back, and we have a task, a cast, and that is an ingot cast. So now if we have this in the casting table and we pour in here, it's going to make 1 ingot. So 1 ingot worth in here will make 1 ingot in here. Okay? Now that we got that covered, we want to go ahead and cook up 4 more pieces of gold. Now they will all cook at the same time. And in fact, if you really want to have fun, you can jump up here and look. You can see the blocks you put in there show up in your smeltery. So that's why I said, no matter how big, as long as you got the interiors closed off, it'll work. So I was going to go and grab something, and now I can't remember what. Oh, we're going to grab our book, and I was going to show you guys what I was talking about with these alloys. Right here, Mighty Smelting. And remember, alloys, not alloy. We don't smelt alloy. I don't care what Minecraft says. Anyway, we open up our book, and if it comes to the alloys page, alloys are, this is like the episode of alloy right here. And I know we're getting towards the end of the episode, but anyway, see, bronze made from 3 copper and 1 tin will make 1 bronze ingot. Aluminum brass, aluminite, pig iron is something pretty cool, but we need blood for that. I'm not sure where you get blood right now. It's damaging entities in the smeltery. Okay. Melting down emeralds or villagers can see the flight altars. Anyway, let's go ahead and put our book back. And let's get back to the task at hand. We've got to make some more casts. So let's go ahead and get our tools. So once again, we're going to stick that stone, and it can be wood too. If it's wood, it's not going to burn it up. See, our gold's all melted. So we're going to make we're going to make this cast. So you get stone guard back, and now we got a wide guard cast. I hope that's the right guard for our sword. Anyway, now we're going to put our blade there, and we're going to cast that, and that will deplete the last of our gold in here, of course. But there you go. And now we've got our sword blade cast. Now, I don't need these anymore. No, I said I don't need you anymore. Get out of here. That made me nervous. What if I threw my cast out? I would have been pissed. Get out of here. Alright, so now our next step. We're going to go ahead. Now you get to see the fun part. We're going to throw our 4 iron ore in there. And that's going to cook up. Now remember, we just threw 4 iron ore dust in there. If we came over here to the furnace and cooked an iron ore, the iron ore dust, that would have gave us 4 iron ore. But in the smeltery, it doubles your ore output. So 4 iron ore dust becomes 8 iron ore. And this episode's really dragging on. We're really past the time for the episode to be over. Well, about 2 minutes passed, but it'll be okay. It's worth it. We gotta knock off 2 achievements this episode because we spent so much building the smelter was such a pain in the ass. We have to get another achievement this episode. Or yeah, another challenge completed. So there you go. 8 iron ingots. So we're going to go ahead and put our sword blade cast in here, and we're going to right click our faucet, and there you go. Iron sword blade. Get that back, and we're going to put our wide guard cast in here, and we're going to make us a iron guard. And now we can just go ahead and turn the rest of it into ingots. But for cool and hardened ingot, come on, ingot. How many do we have left? 2. Whoa. See, this is, we also got 4 nuggets worth, so obviously one of these didn't make enough for a full-on whatchamacallits, ingots. So obviously these, from between making these, we ended up using too many of our ingots, or too much of our iron, so now we can't, oh fuck. I'll fix this later. But as you guys see, we got 6 ingots, plus our 2 little thingies, so let's come over here. And this is the moment of truth. I hope we don't lose our enchantments. But we're going to put our stone broadsword in here. And we're going to put our iron grip. And that's going to... Oh my god, thank god we kept our reinforcements. And now we're going to put our iron sword blade in here. And it's going to make it into an iron broadsword. So there you go. We have an iron broadsword now. That is awesome. Skill level master. So now we have an iron sword. Ta-da! So that is another quest done. We have upgraded an existing tinker's tool with metal parts, and all we have left to do now is automate our monster farm. And there you go. We will have the Stone Age page. This is complete. So there you go, guys. We made the smeltery. Eventually, it took us a little bit longer than I wanted to, and then we made an iron sword. Well, we took our stone sword and turned it into iron. So that's 2 achievements, 1 episode. Lots of goofing around, lots of like you know, alloy not being prepared, but we're used to that. And then the horrifying realization that now Tinker's Construct wants us to cook alloys. Well, it's not the Tinker's Construct mod, but it's part of the Tinker's Construct smeltery, which isn't cool. Alloys and alloys do not go in the furnace. Only ores. But this is Unfixing Alloy 1, guys. Hit that like button. There ain't nothing to like. I mean, what's there not to like? I mean, there's nothing to like. What am I talking about? What's there not to like? 2 achievements, a beautiful base, a nice, awesome, cool sword, and if it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button so you can see what happens next. This is Unfixing Alloy 1, and I will see you guys next time.